Hello, and welcome back to another great episode of Wctv. I'm Zach Dodge. To start off the show, I would like to congratulate the Lynx football team with their landslide win against Iowa Falls and Alden. If you couldn't make it to the game, the score was Lynx 56, Cadets 10. That now makes the Lynx 6-0. This is the third time in 6 years that the Lynx football team has been 6-0, but the Lynx have been 7-0 since 1987. Lynx, keep up the great work. Carson Hartnett, who went out and got information about the recent trip to Peru that some WCHS students went to, Caitlin Seeley with Honor Choir, Tyler Gephardt with the weekend weather, Elise Manchester with cooking, and to put an end to the show, we have John Branch with an app update. Why did students go to Peru? What did they do there? And what was it for? These are all questions you may be asking yourself. Let's go to Carson to give us a little more info about what exactly went on. Take it away.
A few of the students and teachers from WCHS went to Peru on a mission trip to help kids in need. I caught up with a few of them to ask them a few questions.
My favorite memory in Peru was playing soccer with all the children in the neighborhood.
I had a great experience while in Peru. It was different to be able to see different cultures and to experience how people in other parts of the world live. We went to a site that was called Inkalink, and through there we worked with different ministries, working with children and families. Taking the trip to Peru has impacted my life in a lot of ways. I definitely look at life differently now and really grateful for what I have and how I live. Small things such as being able to take warm showers with electricity is one of the biggest things, and also just my relationships that I have with other people and how important they are in my everyday life. My favorite thing was definitely working with the children of Peru. They were all just so excited and happy to see you, and although they liked to make fun of my Spanish, it was really fun just to be able to work with the kids and to just have a great time and play with them.
Wow, visiting Peru really changed the students and staff from WCHS lives. Traveling the world, I guess, really changed your perspective on life.
The amount of effort and time that the students put in on their trip to Peru is just amazing. If you're interested in doing something like this, go to your local church. Some select students in choir have been auditioning for the chance to make honor choir. Caitlin got the scoop on how they are preparing, so let's go see what she found.
This year, students have been working hard for the opportunity to go to Opus Honor Choir. Let's go find out more.
Opus is an honor choir available to ninth graders who are in choir. We had 8 people audition for the Opus Honor Choir. They practiced before or after school, and then we recorded them singing. Those people were Tyler Gephardt, John Dixon, Daniel Blankenship, Ursula Lexell, Kaya Pride, Caitlin Seeley, Sydney Wardell, and Emma Bailey.
Well, the typical lesson would start with warming up with basic warm-ups and then doing solfege.
Try taking a breath at the top. Sol, la, ti, do, ti, like that. Ready, go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
And then we would start with My Country 'Tis of Thee, and then sometimes do Ubi Caritas.
Opus Honor Choir concert is on Thursday, November 19th.
The results should be back in a few weeks. Good luck to all who auditioned. This has been Caitlin Seeley for Wctv.
Good luck to the select few that got the privilege to try out and giving it your all. Now with your weekend weather forecast, Tyler.
I'm Tyler Geffert, and I'm here to give you this weekend's weather forecast. Today is sunny with a high of 75 and a low of 45, with wind speeds between 10 to 16 miles per hour. Saturday is sunny with a high of 70 and a low of 54, with low wind speeds of 6 to 10 miles per hour. And Sunday is going to be hot and sunny with a high of 83 and a low of 55, with 6 to 9 mile per hour wind. This has been WCTV Weather.
The weather looks pretty good this weekend, so go outside and enjoy yourselves before it gets too cold. Have you ever wanted to learn how to make a butter cake or have fun cooking? Elise asked Luke Bergeson if he knew how to bake butter cake, and sure enough, he did. Show us what you got, Luke.
Hi, I'm your WCTV reporter, Elise Manchester, and today I'm here with Luke Bergeson.
Hi, today we're going to be making butter cake. First, we are going to melt some peanut butter and some butter. You need to turn your burner to a nice medium. You'll need half a cup of extra crunchy peanut butter and a quarter cup of butter. And then you let it set to cool. You'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. In a separate bowl, you'll want to mix a quarter of a cup of brown sugar, 1 egg, and your mixture of peanut butter and butter. In the same bowl, you'll want to fold in a quarter of a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half of a teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa, and half of a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. You'll want to take a loaf pan and line it in tinfoil. Then you want to pour in your mixture. You need to put your mixture into the oven for 15 minutes. In a separate bowl, you'll want to beat half a cup of butter, half a cup of granulated sugar, and 2 eggs. Then you'll want to stir in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and half of a teaspoon of almond extract. You'll need to fold in 1 cup of all-purpose flour and a quarter of a teaspoon of baking powder. Add in 3.5 tablespoons of milk. Now you'll want to take the first layer out of the oven, change the oven to 320, and pour the mixture you just made on top. You need to put the whole thing back in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. For the glaze, you'll need to mix 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of milk, 1 tablespoon of light corn syrup, quarter of a teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon vanilla, and a quarter of a teaspoon of lemon extract. Now you'll want to take your cake out of the oven, lift it up out of the pan using the tinfoil, and then put it on a separate sheet and pour the glaze on top.
And now we're ready to eat.
How'd it turn out this time? Good?
This has been Elise Manchester
And special guest Luke Bergeson
for WCTV.
That cake looks delicious. I wish I had those baking skills. Now to wrap up this show, John is going to tell us about another useful app that will help us in school.
Notability is an app in the App Store designed to make your life easier, whether it's homework, tests, or any other assignments. Let's see what teachers love about it.
I love everything about Notability. You can upload homework assignments, I can correct them, I can email them back very quickly. I can take notes. We can look at our French Club t-shirts and design them on there. We can take notes.
I like Notability because it allows you to do lab reports. You can insert graphs and pictures and do all the things that Docs doesn't allow you to do. You can write in it, you can type in it, and it's just an overall great app.
Hopefully this app will make your life easier. This has been John Brand for WCTV.
Thank you, John, for giving us more insight on the Notability app. Don't forget to go to the home football game tonight against Humboldt and cross country on Tuesday at St. Edmund. We will not be having a show next week due to the WCTV students going to iTech. Thank you for tuning in today. This has been Zach Dodge for WCTV.